Yeah. Okay, guys, let's look at this first one. It says factor. If the polynomial is not factorable, write prime. Okay, now remember, the very first thing I want to ask myself is there anything I can take out? And there's nothing that goes into all of these terms. So there's nothing that I can take out. The second question I want to ask myself is, how many terms do I have? Do I have two terms? No, I don't have two terms. Then it cannot be the difference of two squares. I have three terms. Okay, now the next question is, if I have three terms, is there a number in front of the x squared or the c squared in this case? Yeah, there is a number in front of the c squared. So what do I need to use? Alexander?
Quadratic formula.
Quadratic formula. So guys, I'm going to write the quadratic formula up here for us. That's minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Then I'm going to write it with parentheses so that I can fill it in just a minute. Remember, we use this to work backwards to find out what our factors are. We're going to find out what the solutions are, and then we work backwards to find out what the factors were. Okay, in this problem, a is equal to 4, b is equal to 4, and c is equal to negative 3. Okay, so I'm going to fill in for b, 4 and 4, for a, 4 and 4, and then c is negative 3. All right, well, let's see what we get. Negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 plus, because I have two negatives there, 48 all over 8. Okay, so far so good. Negative 4 plus or minus the square root, I don't know, what is that, 54? 64. Aw, teachers. Okay, negative 4 plus or minus 8 over 8. Now I'm going to separate them. I'm going to get negative 4 plus 8 over 8 and negative 4 minus 8 over 8. Okay? Let's see. This one, negative, that's going to give me 4 over 8, which is 1/2. Right? And then this one's going to give me negative 12 over 8. And that reduces, let's see, we get 1/2. Not minus 1, but I don't want to separate it. I don't want a decimal. I want to leave it as a fraction. So negative 3 over 2. And here's why. Here's why. I want to be able to say that c is equal to 1/2 and c is equal to negative 3 over 2. Because remember, I use this to work backwards to find my factors. Right? Okay. So I'm going to multiply this one. Let's see. The top one. I'm going to multiply this side by 2 and this side by 2, and I'm going to get 2c is equal to 1. Here, let me erase this one, and I'll move it down. 2c is equal to 1, and then I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides and get 2c minus 1 is equal to 0. That's one of our factors. Then I'm going to use the other one. I got c is equal to negative 3 over 2, multiply both sides by 2, and I'm going to get 2c is equal to negative 3. Then I'm going to add 3 to both sides, and I get 2c plus 3 equals 0. That's the other factor. So then I'm going to go back up here, and my factors for my answer, wow, okay. Tell me if I was right, guys. It was 2c minus 1, and then 2c plus 3. Yep. Done. Done. Any questions? Any quick questions on that one before we look at the next one? Quickly, Alexander, what you got?
Sometimes in the second term of the trinomial, there's more than one variable. What would we do in that case?
Okay. If there's more than one variable back here, there's usually going to be that same variable here squared. Okay. Right? Yes. So we would leave it here. Let's just say it said CD and D squared.
Yes.
This would be a D, and that would be a D. Because the back term gets the D squared.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah, read.
Does it matter what order you put the terms in?
It does not matter, because think about this. 3 times 5 is the same as 5 times 3. It doesn't matter which one of these binomials comes first. Okay? Now, yeah, that's it. All right? Okay, let's look at number 2.